Greetings and God bless. So I had a conversation with a friend a couple days ago. I guess it was yesterday, and it was about God and that we are under a spell. And it's interesting because my atheist friends, my New Age friends, even my kind of New Age friends who are dipping their toe into Christianity and saying, yeah, they believe in Jesus. They'll say the word satanic, demonic, adrenochrome. They'll say this kind of stuff, but they don't really believe that there's an entity called Satan who's the fallen angel that rejected God. Hence, they don't really believe in God. They don't really believe in Jesus. And so my question is, if you knew that your loved one or your acquaintance or that a lot of people were literally under a black magic spell, and these spells are cast by doing Illuminati dances, by language, which is spell casting, by items put in your food, water, air, subliminal programming of occult imagery. If you knew, like, and your atheist friend is like, oh, I don't believe anything I don't see. Like, they believe in gravity, they believe in electricity, they believe in all this other stuff, they believe in channeled beings, but they won't believe in God. It's like maddening. But like, should you tell your friend if they were under a spell, if demons were attacking them? Should you tell your friend that? Because I try in the nicest way, taking years. I've been a believer, I don't know, since like 2017. And, I kind of like when something's going really bad, I'm like, maybe pray. Like, I just suggest pray to God. I don't bring up Jesus. I don't bring up the Bible, because, even my most like spiritual friends, they like, if there's anything they're against, it's Christianity. If I said something about Buddhism or Muslim stuff or Native American, they'd be all into it. They'd be open. But you say anything about Christianity and it's like, no go. Even, so anyways, yeah. Do we tell people when they are literally under a black magic spell? When children and adults are sacrificed on black magic days, on occult special holidays, do we tell our friends Satan's real, magic is real, and people are under a spell, including you? Do we say that? I mean, I try in the nicest way. I do. And, people just take it bad, no matter if it took me 5 years to get up to the point of saying it. So yeah, if this is a question to atheists and agnostics, like, should we tell you what we know for a fact, that we have documentation, we have statistically significant, peer-reviewed, cross-cultural, I mean, we have evidence, if you're willing to regard evidence as evidence? Because that's the thing, is the crazy debate tactics of like making grand generalizations. Oh, well, there's no such thing because, and just extrapolating just any argument to refuse God. And I guess, we just let it go. Like, okay, stay in your black magic spell. Stay a black magic pawn. And your children will be, and your spouse will be, and your grandchildren will be, and your great-grandchildren will be, But yeah, like, atheists and agnostics, would you want to know that you were under a black magic spell? Like, and if you did want to know the truth, if it was an undeniable truth, if you did want to know, but you hate Christianity, you hate God, you hate Jesus, we can't go there. Like, how, and the evidence of Satan is all around you. Because that's the thing. Like, people will say, yeah, that's something satanic, but they won't acknowledge, well, if there's a Satan, there's a God, Like, because these folks aren't saying, well, Satan's the only God, so we should just be happy the way this evil world is. So folks know. And it's just like this unspoken, like truly shameful thing that they won't even admit even to me as a Christian. Like it's like the last thing they'll do is admit there's a God. You know, the last thing they'll do is to look at the Bible, or yeah, just so like, because I'm like, if you're about to fall off a cliff, I'm gonna say, hey, you're about to fall off a cliff, especially if you're a friend or a family member. But people are like, don't tell me I'm falling off a cliff, you cultist, and then they're falling off a cliff, and they keep falling off a cliff, and different cliffs, you know, and it's just unnecessary pain and anguish and horror, you know. Like, yeah, when you're a Christian, when you're a true believer, you believe on the shed blood, the death, burial, and resurrection of Lord Jesus Christ as our, as your God. Like, life is still challenging because we're in this carnal world. We're in this fallen world that's ruled by Satan and his minions and all the cowards that implement his plan. You know, like Satan, yeah, okay, he's bad, and all the leaders are bad, and all the managers, the Freemasonic masters of each location, yeah, they're bad. But what's really bad are the good people who do nothing, because there's so many more of you. There's so many more of the silent majority of who have some sense of morality. But you guys are like, oh well, I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want any difficulties. I just want my convenience. And I'm going to complain about how messed up this world is, but I'm not going to, like invoke the Constitution. I'm not going to have God help me. I'm not going to have faith in anything. I'm just going to capitulate to this mafia. So, yeah, I mean, I guess people, they deserve what they get. But anyways, if any atheist or agnostic has any helpful, like truly sincerely helpful things, like if you really were under a black magic spell and your Christian friend was trying to tell you, like, how do we do it? What's and there's evidence. Like, there's evidence of black magic. There's evidence that the Bible is accurate. The King James Bible is real. It's true. It's mathematical. It's architecturally verified. It's historically verified. So when you have all the evidence, but millions of people refuse this evidence, like, what do we do? And I can't just give up. I can't just be like, oh, well, So thanks for watching. God bless.